Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great diesel motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. And folks, for those of you who are wanting to buy a diesel motorhome for under 40 grand, this is your coach. This is the best buy on the internet as far as quality and construction for under $40,000. Today we're going to look at the Legend, a 1999 country coach, folks. This is a 36-foot Allure with a slide out. Only got 53,000 miles. It's got amenities and options normally you couldn't even touch for under $50,000, but this one's under 40. Great condition. This thing in 1999 was over $200,000 new in 1999 prices. Put a pencil to that. Look how much money they lost just to use it 53,000 miles. Folks, this is a beautiful coach. The quality is top of the line. This is way more coach than you can normally buy for $39,900 anywhere else. I mean, you would have to get an RV with the options, the engine size, the amenities that this motorhome has. You'd normally have to go up 3 or 4 years to a different brand and spend $20,000 to $25,000 more to get what this one has for $39,900. This is a 36-foot with a slide. Like I said, 54,000 miles or 53,000 miles. Got a PowerTech 7K generator. It's built, of course, the Dynamax chassis, the one that everybody tries to copy. This has got amenities and stuff that was not available on any other chassis in 1999, including independent front suspension, an incredible 32,400 pound gross vehicle weight rating, and the higher the GVWR is, the more heavy duty your chassis is. 10,000 pound hitch capacity, 330 horsepower ISC Cummins diesel, folks, with an incredible 950 pound-feet of torque. And most diesel pushers in this price range with a slide, you're going to get a 275, maybe a 300 horsepower. But the fact that this has got a 330 with almost 1,000 pound-feet of torque, and the Dynamax chassis is going to have incredible turning radius, air suspension. It's got the air levelers instead of the hydraulics, just like the Prevost and the Bluebirds have. I mean, this is a high-end coach. $200,000 in '99, folks, was about the most you're going to spend on something without getting into the Prevost and the Bluebirds. Beautiful RV, high gloss fiberglass exterior, fiberglass roof, got the awning topper. I'm going to tell you, folks, I want you to look at 100 1999 models of any brand and see if you can find one that's in nicer condition than this country coach. This thing's been kept under cover when not in use, which is pretty obvious. That big 330 horsepower ISC Cummins is going to take you down the road as fast as you want to go in an RV this size. Got the window awnings, Goodyear tires all the way around. Look how shiny this thing is, folks. Got the side mounted exhaust, so you're not blowing out exhaust over your tow vehicle. This thing will tow pretty much whatever you want to put behind it. And you can see it's a one-piece fiberglass roof that caps over the edges, so there's no straight edges where leak problems can occur. And it's got the airbag suspension, the airbag leveling system, Lumiguard patio awning. It's got a washer and dryer. It's got so many things in it, folks, for a $39,900 coach. This one, I'll be surprised if it makes it through the week. I mean, somebody that knows what these motorhomes are going to scoop this one up just as quick as I can post it online, because this is normally a $50,000 to $60,000 RV that I'm selling for under 40 out the door. Got the coach armor. You know, this is a couple of $1,000s when you bought it new. It's got the coach armor for the front. That is removable if you want to remove it. Protects your front end. The windshield looks great. Now, folks, it is a '99 model. I'm not going to say it's brand new. I'm going to show you any imperfections that I see that we don't fix in our standard checkout, so that way there's no surprises for us or you. But let's take a look inside. And the inside of this thing is just as impressive as the outside. Power steps. As we step inside, folks, I'll tell you, the quality in this motorhome is second to none. And I can see why this thing cost so much money when it was new. Now, a couple of things I'm going to point out. It's got dual therm windows, which help insulate the coach. But it's got one of them that the seals developed a leak on. So it's going to be cloudy. You know, that's just part of buying a 99 model, folks. It's 18 years old. When you look at that and compare it to losing $160,000 over what this thing costs new, that's a small price to pay. Now, what we're going to do on this motorhome, folks, is after purchase, my RV techs are going to go through this thing. We're going to do a major systems check and make sure everything on that system check works perfectly. If we find a problem with it, we fix it before you pick it up or we deliver it. And what I want you to do is, before you buy this unit on eBay or bid on eBay or buy it on any of the 20 plus different websites that I advertise on, I want you to contact. Best thing to do is call. You can email, but it's best to call. Call our non-commissioned sales department at 706-965-7929. Ask them to send you a copy of what we check out and repair if needed for the price you pay. And also, ask them what the current lead time is for a Class A diesel checkout. That way there's no surprises and for either one of us. Now, just to give you a ballpark of what we check out for the price we pay, and this is just kind of a broad idea, and we cover a lot more than this, but we check the running, the driving, the jacks, the slide out system. We check the generator, the inverter. It's got a big inverter. We check inside. We check all inside, the receptacles. We check all the appliances, the refrigerator on gas and electric. We check the seats, make sure they work. We make sure the sofa makes a bed. We make sure all your roof airs work, both roof airs. We make sure your microwave convection oven works, your washer and dryer works. We make sure all your plumbing's good, no leaks there. We make sure all your LP's good, no leaks there. Any spigots and faucets, we make sure they're working like they're supposed to. We check the outside bays, make sure they all work and they're all in order. Drawers, cabinets, check all that, folks. You know, we cover everything but cosmetics. You know, cosmetic imperfections is you know, why these things are used and not new. And it's 18 years old, but it is. You look at what this thing costs new. A comparable coach now, with the quality, the innovations that this country coach has, would be almost $500,000 now. If you bought a 17 or 18 model in a brand that's equivalent to this country coach. So it's $39.9, folks. Beautiful condition. 6-speed Allison. Adaptive transmission, 53. It's 52,900 and change, but we're going to say 53,000 miles. Backup camera works. Air suspension works. The air ride works. I mean, we just drove it 500 plus miles in here, towing a Honda Element behind it. It did great. And I'm going to tell you, this is a motorhome. If you like to run 75 and 80 miles an hour, which I do not recommend on a vehicle this size, but if you wanted to, this can do it all day long. You know, most of the time I've got a 38-footer myself. I run around 70 at the most. You know, and I always tell people, if you're in a hurry to go somewhere, buy a Honda Accord, stay in a hotel room. If you're worried about fuel mileage in an RV, I say the same thing. If you're going to spend 40 grand on a toy and you're worried about fuel mileage, just buy a Honda and stay in a hotel room. I mean, you are driving a 36-foot box on wheels. None of these things are going to get good fuel mileage because you're driving a house on wheels. So for those of you who are thinking you're going to get 12, 13 miles a gallon driving a big diesel pusher, you'd be lucky to get half that. But like I said, I drive mine. I use it a few times a year. I put fuel in it. I don't even worry about fuel mileage. I concentrate on enjoying my vacation, enjoying the journey there, and I don't even give two thoughts to the fuel mileage because it's not like I drive a motorhome to work every day. You know, if it was my everyday vehicle, fuel may be a little bit more concern for me, but you're driving a home on wheels, it's not going to get good fuel mileage, folks. For those of you who think you're going to get 10, 12, 15 miles a gallon, folks, you're living a pipe dream. You know, these things are meant for comfort, not for economy. Anyway, 7 kW generator, runs great. It's a diesel generator. Corian countertop, solid wood cabinets, got the hidden hinges. I mean, these are nicer than the cabinets I have in my own home. Day-night shades, all in great shape. Corian tops look great. Ceramic floor looks great. I'm going to go ahead and show you this right here, folks. Again, this goes back to the cosmetic issues. These have probably been here for 10, 15 years, but somebody's obviously slammed the Corian stovetop down and broke it right there. And it works fine. It's glued back, and you got a little stress crack right there. Like I said, folks, these are used RVs. They're not new. I don't ever show them to be new, and I always show you the good and the bad, as many of you know who watch my videos, because I don't want surprises. Got a sleeper sofa. That's a flex steel sleeper sofa. Leather chair. All the books and manuals you could ever want. Table, chairs, overhead lights. Good, thick, solid roof. 12 cubic foot side-by-side refrigerator freezer with ice maker. 2 ducted airs, 2 ducted furnaces. Thermostatic control, fantastic vent fan with a rain sensor. And you can see how thick that roof is. This is a 4 Seasons motorhome, folks. It's designed for use anywhere in North America, and as long as you're using it, as long as you got the heat on, you know, you're not going to have to worry about anything. Walk-through bathroom, and this is pretty neat right here. Porcelain residential style RV toilet. Vanity is Corian as well. Looks great. Another fantastic vent fan. There's nothing cheap about this motorhome, folks. Everything in this thing is built in 1999 to be the highest quality that it could be. And see, Country Coach is not like these other brands. They care about saving money by sacrificing quality. And they have a balance. They have to balance it out. Quality to what it costs to build them, because the more it costs to build them, of course, the more they have to sell them for. But Country Coach, money is no problem. The people that buy these things new are obviously well off. The price is not that much of a concern for them. They'd rather buy the quality and pay more for that quality than, like, say, your average Fleetwood or Winnebago or Coachman buyer would cares more about the price than they do the quality. And it's just kind of a balancing act. You know, too much quality means a higher price. Lesser quality means less price, and they just have to kind of meet somewhere in the middle. And like I said, Country Coach is just one of those brands that doesn't care about the price. They're going to build it as best as they can build it. There's people that buy Country Coaches that own nothing but Country Coaches from now on because of that philosophy. And even though this thing's 18 years old, folks, this thing's better built. And it's going to last longer than most motorhomes will that are 10, 15 years newer. Got a TV back here, big sliding closet right here. So the washer and dryer. I mean, this is a motorhome right here, folks. You take care of this coach. You keep it up, fix any repairs that it might need, you know, down the road, of course. And we're going to make sure all the functional stuff works and all the important stuff works before you take it. But this is something you take care of it. You'll be using this thing 15, 20 years from now. They're built that well. I mean, these things are built to pass down to kids and grandkids. Beautiful RV. You know, not much more I can say about it. For those of you who know what Country Coaches are, you know what that Dynamax chassis is. You know, Dynamax chassis is what Freightliner and Spartan try to copy, because Dynamax is only built for Country Coaches. And they did for a couple of years build them for some of the national RVs back in the mid-2000s. But it's a great chassis. It's got an incredible ride and drive to it. It's got innovations that you normally have to buy in a Freightliner or Spartan. You have to buy 2 or 3 years later, like the independent front suspension. It's got a V-style stabilization. Incredible 32,000, you know, gross vehicle weight rating, which this motorhome doesn't weigh 32,000 pounds. Nowhere close to it. But the higher the gross vehicle weight rating is, the more stress that this frame can take. In other words, if this motorhome weighs, I'm just throwing out numbers, if it weighs 20,000 pounds and it's got a 32,000 pound GVWR, that means you can put 32,000 pounds in this motorhome before you overload the frame. There's no way you're going to put 12,000 pounds in it. I think the gross combined rating, which is the motorhome and whatever you're towing behind it, is over 39,000 pounds. So you're never basically the motorhome's rated to handle about twice as much of what it actually weighs. Nice motorhome, folks. Well built, well designed, well engineered. That's why it's $200,000 new and why it's almost $500,000 today. But this one's not $200,000. It's not $500,000. It's $39,900, including the inspection. And of course, after the inspection, when you pick this unit up, you're going to have a complete walkthrough by our RV tech, the one that checked it out. They're going to show you how to operate everything, show you that everything works on it, and you jump in it, drive it off. Easy as that. And like I said, folks, to get the options, the motor size, and the amenities that this unit has in another brand, you're going to have to move up to a 2003, 2004 model, spend another 20, 25 grand, and still not have a coach that's built as well as this country coach. It's $39,900. That's a haggle-free price with the inspection, with the walkthrough. You get a 45-day temporary tag. You get a starter kit, instructional DVDs, and more. Or, you know, only way we haggle price, folks, and I say this on every video because some of you are watching my videos for the first time. You don't know how we operate. We do discount the price if we don't have to check this unit out. In other words, if you buy it the same way that we bought it, which was as is, as it sets, jump in it and go price only, we will discount the unit, what it cost us to pay my RV techs to go through this thing, do an inspection, what I have to pay them to do a walkthrough, you know, but you forfeit all of those services. In other words, you're taking it just like it sets, the good with the bad, whatever the bad may be. If you can work on one, you know, do basic repairs, that might be a way for you to get in this thing cheaper and to get it quicker. Because if you want to take it as is with no inspection, no warranty, none of that stuff, you can come pick it up and take it home with you the same day you pay for it, as long as you pay with certified funds, cash, cashier's check, or wire transfer. So either way you go, folks, and I'm not encouraging you or discouraging you to go either way. I will tell you this, about 70% of buyers take the inspection, they take the walkthrough, and about 30% of buyers take it as it sits. Entirely up to you. We sell 1 to 4 units every day. We sell almost 600 RVs a year. We're one of the largest, oldest, and most successful independently owned used RV dealerships in the United States today. We operate totally different than every other one you've ran across, folks. Our prices are haggle free, so you don't have to worry about trying to get a good deal unless you want to give up those services that we provide. Then we will discount the unit what those services cost. They're out the door prices too, so it's not like these other dealers that you negotiate a deal and whatever they knock off the price, they're going to add right back to it in fees. You know, these other dealers some of them charge thousands of dollars in fees, and I'm talking not just $1,000 or $2,000, I'm talking $3,000 or $4,000 in fees on a $40,000 motorhome. And they don't tell you that till you get ready to sign on the dotted line. Then here comes the freight fees, the acquisition fees, the dock fees, the prep fees, the tag fees, the title fees, the get ready fees, the dealer fees, the processing fees, the corporate fees. And before you know it, that $40,000 price is getting on up there to $45,000, $46,000. Happens every day, folks. Of course, other RV dealers are going to ask $10,000 to $12,000 more for this motorhome. But you know, when you've been in business as long as we have, you've got to have the prices. If your prices ain't low and your motorhomes aren't nice, you're not going to stay in business 49 years like we have. We got the lowest prices on the internet. Get online, look at these country coach Allures, try to find another 36 foot with a slide with a complete inspection for $39,900 out the door. You'll be looking for a long time, and of course, you know, keep in mind these things are on 20 of the most popular websites on the internet for RV sales. Hundreds of people in the next 24 hours. I'm talking about just 100. I'm talking about possibly 300 to 400 people are going to view this video. Thousands of people are going to read the ads on the 20 plus different websites we advertise on. Somebody who knows these country coaches and knows what kind of deal this is going to buy this motorhome. It's clean, it's nice, the carpets look great, the upholstery looks great, low mileage for the year model. It's a diesel, so that's the thing about a diesel, you virtually can never wear them out. Dynamax chassis, which that's all it usually takes to sell one of these, is that Dynamax chassis. But then you got the country coach quality, the amenities for $39.9, washer and dryer, the big fridge, the ice maker. I mean, Lord, folks, you know, you're never going to find another motorhome with amenities this has, and the equipment and motor size that this has for this price again, at least not for a long time. Don't let this one get away. This is one of those deals that you're going to kick yourself in the tail if you miss out on. And I don't get paid to sell these things, folks. I get paid to do videos. So it don't matter to me if this thing sells in the next 6 minutes or it's here 6 months from now. I get paid the same. But I'm telling you, in my opinion, this is one of those deals that you will kick yourself in the tail and you will regret missing out on if you're in this price range RV. I mean, you're basically getting this top of the line diesel for what you're going to spend on a decent gas burner. And everything on this thing is extra heavy duty. I mean, you've got over twice the torque of a gas burner, way more horsepower. I mean, this thing is, if you need to tow, it's going to tow. If you want something that you can run 300,000 or 400,000 miles on, this can do it. If you take care of it, of course, and maintain it like you're supposed to. Generator, same way. It's a diesel generator. You're not going to wear it out. 350 hours, obviously, not an issue. Give us a call. No commission salespeople, no games, no gimmicks. You know, we sell almost 600 RVs a year with 4 non-commissioned salespeople. So I'm going to tell you right now, we don't have time. My guys don't have time for games, gimmicks, surprises, drama, or trouble. So that's why I always show you the good and the bad. That way there's no surprises for you, the buyer, or us, the seller. In other words, when you come here and get it, or come here and look at it for the first time, it's going to look just as good or better than it does in the video. And that's the way I do that on purpose, folks. I want you to see that we're as straight up as you can possibly be selling used vehicles. They are used. We'll make sure all the major stuff works on it, all the important stuff. But now we don't cover cosmetics, so don't come in here and expecting it to be brand new, because it is 18 years old. And if cosmetic imperfections bother you, with all due respect, folks, you need to go buy you an 18 model. Go ahead and spend $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 and buy you an 18 model. If things like that crack in the countertop and that window bother you, then you got no business buying a used RV. Because there's no such thing as a perfect used RV. If they were perfect functionally and cosmetically, this thing would be $200,000 what it costs new. But it does have 53,000 miles. It's in great shape for the year. I honestly believe that you can look at 1999 model Class A diesel motorhomes in any and all brands, and this is going to be in the top 5 in condition-wise. I mean, it's clean, it's nice, and you can't beat it for the RV you're getting for the price. 706-965-7929 is our phone number. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. We're closed on Sunday. That's Faith and Family Day. We do not operate and do business on Sunday. Keep in mind, we're on Eastern time. So just because and I've had some issues with this, and it's funny because people you would think would have sense to know that just because it's 6 o'clock where you live doesn't mean it's 6 o'clock everywhere else. And I've actually had people that are an hour behind us get here at 6 thinking it's 5 o'clock and get mad because you tell them we're closed. People don't understand that there's different time zones in the United States. If you're in California, it's 6 o'clock your time, it's 9 o'clock our time. So we're obviously not going to be open. So if you call up here and you don't get a response, don't get mad and leave bad reviews because we're 3 hours ahead of you. But people do it, folks. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I'm not trying to rant, but common sense has gone out the window in the last 10 years. I've never seen nothing like it. But anyway, give us a call. I don't mean to go on about that, but it's just, it's humorous to me, but it's still, I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of nobody, but it's just, it is humorous. I guess as long as I've been around these things, it's amazing how much things have changed in the 20 years I've been around RVs. But give us a call, folks. Even if this is not what you're looking for, I've got over 170 used RVs. I've got motorhomes anywhere from under $10,000 to $160,000 and everything in between. I've got the largest selection of in-stock used inventory of any dealer within a 500-mile radius of us. Been in business 49 years. We don't play games. We don't play gimmicks. Prices are haggle-free. Everything's easy. You know what the price is when you look at it. You know what the price is when you see it online. It doesn't matter how far away you come to buy it, the price is still the same. You can fly into Chattanooga, Tennessee for a few $100s. We'll pick you up for free at Chattanooga, Tennessee Airport during business hours. You can come look at this RV. You can fly in when it's ready. You can drive it home. We'll work with you any way we can. Tow dollies are available. If you want to buy a tow dolly, we've got tow vehicles available. I've currently got 2 vehicles already set up with tow bars and everything that we'll sell you at a very good price if you want a vehicle to tow behind this and more. Give us a call. Email us at sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. And of course, check out our website. Save it to your favorites. I add stuff to it every day. parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. Both are mobile friendly, both very easy to use. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every day. A lot of times you even get a little bit of a preview, because a lot of times it may be your day or two after I post a video before it actually shows up online as far as the websites. So it kind of gives you a heads up, gives you a chance to buy it before the general public sees it. I've got over 6,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, over 2,000 videos. Great archive of videos. You're going to learn a lot of information. So call us, email us. I look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. Oh, forgot to mention, folks, financing is available with approved credit and down payment, and we can help arrange nationwide delivery as well. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.